absolutely love that. Welcome to a video with me, Courtney, and I'm here to read a spirit animal card today. And the card I drew today was number 29, which 9, 10, 11 equals 11. And I keep saying 11 everywhere, so I just know that I'm on the right path. Giraffe spirit basically reminds you to see the big picture, the whole picture. So whereas a giraffe is really focused on perhaps eating the leaves at the top of the tree and not thinking to look around them, this is a time for us to sort of reflect on everything and not just way up here. So I know a lot of us are really wanting to just get here really quickly. We don't know how, we don't know what we're doing. A lot of us are trapped in our egos. A lot of us are trapped in depressions or negative energies. And we're really, really curious on how to get out, right? So giraffe spirit represents devotion to co-creating this world that we all live in a way that allows you to not get caught up with one little thing at a time. So for example, let's say for me as a vegan activist, I get caught up in seeing all the negative animal videos, people crying and people abusing animals, and it really hurts me, and then I get really negative as well, and I don't want to be a part of society anymore, and I get really pissed off. But that's all I'm focusing on, right? So what am I missing? I'm missing the fact that Game Changers just came out and people are opening their eyes. I'm missing the fact that a lot of people are wanting to vibrate higher and expand their consciousness, and thus are eating less animals and taking more care for the environment and for yourself. And I'm missing that. So it's really important that we take a step back and we see everything for what it is. We accept everything for what it is, and we don't get caught up with just focusing on one thing. So with the bell, I invite beautiful, loving, and light bodies, beautiful spirits from the highest density to enter this space with us today. I ask for the protection of Archangel Michael and for the love from Jesus, Buddha, and all the Ascended Masters. If we are all connected, if we are all one, if we are all source, then we can access these higher vibrational frequencies and densities just like these Ascended Masters have and angels have and guardians have. So, yes. So let's begin with why I set the intention to have this video. I already filmed one video. It was me going crazy in the office, and I thought maybe I will do something a little more tame and controlled. So what happened is I was watching The Law of One, a series by Aaron Epke, who was doing kind of basic breakdowns of what The Law of One is from channel transmissions from Ra. And these teachings literally gave me an epiphany almost immediately, instantaneously. I woke up, I could flip the switch, and my back pain went away. So what happened, friends, if you haven't been following my story, last year in May 2018, I did ayahuasca. And when I sat with this plant teacher with grandmother ayahuasca, I learned so many things, and it was all love, and it was all light, and it was all beautiful. And I literally had no more back pain. For about 16 years, I've been in and out of the doctors. I've been like, what's going on? Why am I in so much pain? Like, what is this? And I realized it's been based on fear. And as I felt this pain coming back, I was getting angry again. I was like cussing at people, screaming at people, saying, fuck you, not wanting to be around people, but also thinking, I love people. That what am I doing? Like, this is, my intention is to heal. My intention is to love. My intention is to vibrate higher. So why am I so angry? And then I watched the video and I realized why I'm so angry. I allowed negative energies to enter my being. So if you look at this plane, we have a plane of existence. There is the middle part of the plane, which is neutrality, which is where we come in. We are born neutral. On one end of the spectrum, there's positive, and on the other end, there's negative, and we're in the middle, and we have been given free will. And with this free will, we can choose, do we want to be positive or do we want to be negative? So what is it that you would want to be? Well, a lot of people can choose to be negative, and thus there are other energies that people, or that Ra has labeled the Legion, can come and assist these negative people and kind of feed them. So if you want to consider people who are very hateful, people who are very abusive, people who get joy out of seeing your ruin, that is the negative polarity. That negative polarity, though, good news, can't last up into the seventh density as we ascend through the pillars of consciousness and raise to a Christ conscious awareness. So that's a good thing. So they have the ability to change and to fall into love, whereas people who choose to be in the positive side of the polarity will vibrate with love, will radiate an aura of a green field or a white pure field of love and light. And that's where these light bodies are, of ascended masters, of Buddha and Jesus and Muji and Eckhart Tolle and archangels and the guardians all resonate here and higher. And they can't really infiltrate our world or us without us asking, because of our free will. So I ask that I am protected and shielded with love and light always. And if you seem to be kind of falling off that little bandwagon and you feel like you're losing it, you can ring a bell, ask for the spirits to come help you, and just say, hey, whatever resonates with you. If you want to say angels, or if you want to say light beings, or if you want to say ascended masters, if you want to say Jesus, or if you want to say God, we're all an extension of God. It's okay. And just say, please, please help me see how I can vibrate at the right frequency for my highest good. Please help me see, or help me vibrate at the highest light frequency that I can at this moment, and find the love that I have within me, that I'm able to hold around my entire being, as well as give to the world and be of service to others. You can even ask Thoth. You can say, O light that has descended to man, give that to me of thy wisdom, that I may be a teacher of man. Give thou of thy light, that I may be free. And from my own words, I said, light dissolves darkness, light and love will heal, and let it consume you, and let it free you. And so what happens basically is the negative energies can sense that you, hold on, it's like gonna bark all day. What you barking at? Happy. Okay. Negative energies can sense a hole in your aura, basically. And I've been told this when I was younger, and I had no idea what they were saying to me. I wish people would be so much more clear, like I'm trying to be for you. But so there was a hole in my aura, and basically what that means is I was inviting lost souls, or demons if you want to call them that, into my light body, and allowing them to fuel my feelings of depression, fuel my feelings of suicide, fuel my fears, and really charge my survival centers in a negative way. So my root chakra was super imbalanced, thus creating a lot of pain in my low back, and creating like all this tension there, where it would hurt to stand for more than 10 minutes. And they feed off of that. So these demons or lost souls will come into you because they see your weaknesses and they thrive there. But guess what? They are afraid of love, and they are afraid of green light, because your green light is your heart chakra. They are afraid of that, and they try to skip that aspect or stay away from it. So imagine yourself in a dark room and you light a match, and how bright that match is. Then the darkness flees, right? So you have to be that light. You have to be that match. And I know it can feel hard because you have these infiltrations of this negative polarity in your body and mind, but it is really, really easy at the same time to let it go and ask them to go and ask for help. So you can ask for help like we did earlier in the video, and you can just say, look, lost souls, energies that aren't here to do me any good, I ask you to leave, and send them away with love. Never, ever, ever send them away with anger or negativity, because in that stance, you're feeding them, and you will not feed them if you give them love and light. And thus, that's how the world is too. We are all kind of ascending into the fifth density to the sixth. Hold on. Had a little camera malfunction, so I apologize. But once we get this higher density, we can get there sort of now. But once we get there, we will be in our light bodies, and we will be totally, totally unified back with Source. And you'll realize that everything has always been so fundamentally connected, and that that separation was always just an illusion. And that depression and negativity and sadness was always just an illusion. And really, we're just consciousness, we're God as consciousness experiencing itself. And so therefore, negative and positive polarities aren't necessarily good or bad. They're just experiences. They're just happenings. So we accept those things that are happening and ascend above them, rise above them. So essentially, always, always, always go throughout life with just love in your heart, no matter what. No matter what. Someone could be standing in front of you with a gun point blank, ready to take your life. It's all love. It's all love. What would Jesus do? What would Buddha do? What would an angel do? And how would they heal? How would you heal? It's all love. It doesn't seem like it because there is such separation, because there is that free will of us deciding to choose to feel negative or positive. And so that being said, my friends, my back pain is totally gone. It was coming back to me in the past 3-4 weeks. It's been awful. I've been so upset about it. I've been angry about it, but that didn't do anything, did it? Until I watched this video about angels and demons and the law of one, and I realized it's all light, it's all love, and I'm literally healed myself in a matter of seconds, and I didn't even need ayahuasca again. So I'm really, really excited, and that's why I wanted to share this video with you guys today. And giraffe spirit as well. So I love you guys all. Go with love, light, infinite wisdom is abundant within you. You just have to let go. The only way you let go is just accepting the present moment and just being here now, and loving, 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 loving. That's all it is. So I love you truly, people. Thank you for watching, and